The year is 2025, and the world is once again chanting one name, Park Jimin. Known to millions simply as Jimin of BTS, the singer, dancer, and global superstar has secured a prestigious nomination for International Male Artist at the upcoming BreakTudo Awards 2025 in Brazil. To many fans, this nomination is not just another line in his growing list of achievements. It's a powerful sign that Jimin's artistry is crossing cultural and linguistic borders with a force that cannot be denied. September has only just begun, and already ARMYs, the devoted global fanbase of BTS, are treating the announcement like a milestone in history. But why is this nomination sparking so much emotion? Why does it feel, in the eyes of fans, like a moment far bigger than just an award show? To answer that, we need to go back to Jimin's journey as a soloist, BTS's connection to Brazil, and the unshakable love between Jimin and his fans. The BreakTudo Awards may not yet have the long history of the Grammys or the VMAs, but in Latin America, especially in Brazil, it's a cultural powerhouse. Established in 2017, the awards have become one of the most inclusive and fan-driven ceremonies in the region, celebrating not just mainstream music, but also digital influence, film, and pop culture across borders. For Brazilian fans, the BreakTudo Awards are a stage where Latin American voices matter. But what makes them truly global is the way they embrace international talent. From K-pop to Hollywood, the BreakTudo stage is a celebration of cultural exchange. For Jimin to be nominated here means that his music is not just heard in Brazil, it's deeply felt. It reflects streaming numbers, local fan dedication, and the resonance of his artistry with a region thousands of miles from Seoul. Brazil has always been one of BTS's most passionate fan hubs. Concerts in Sao Paulo and Rio de Janeiro during the Love Yourself, Speak Yourself Tour 2019 were marked by unforgettable fan projects, ocean waves of purple army bombs, and fans singing every lyric, even the Korean ones, with flawless accuracy. In fact, many ARMYs still remember Jimin's emotional words during their Sao Paulo concert when he confessed, "I'll never forget this night. You made me feel so loved." That bond has only grown stronger with time. Brazilian ARMYs are some of the most dedicated in streaming, voting, and organizing fan projects. The BreakTudo nomination feels, to many, like a culmination of years of love exchanged between Jimin and this region. The nomination also highlights how far Jimin has come as a soloist. His debut solo album, Face 2023, broke records around the world. The single, Like Crazy, became the first Korean solo song to hit #1 on the Billboard Hot 100, cementing Jimin's place in music history. By 2025, Jimin had continued to experiment and release songs that captured both vulnerability and strength. His track, Who, released earlier this year, even earned him a nomination at the 2025 MTV VMAs, a career first as a soloist. The BreakTudo nomination is yet another acknowledgement that Jimin is not just a performer from BTS, he's a global artist in his own right. The moment the nominations were announced, ARMYs in Brazil and across the world erupted with pride. On Twitter, X, hashtags like BreakTudo with Jimin and Proud of You Jimin quickly began trending worldwide. Brazilian fans organized online celebrations, sharing streaming parties and digital fan art. Some even arranged real-life gatherings in Sao Paulo to celebrate the nomination together, waving banners with Jimin's name. One fan wrote, "Jimin doesn't just sing, he touches souls. Brazil loves him deeply, and this nomination proves he loves us back." Another added, "We don't care if he wins or loses. The nomination itself is already history." Why does this nomination feel so special? Because it's not just about Jimin being recognized as a star, it's about him being recognized in a country that has given BTS some of their loudest, most passionate love. It's also a reflection of Jimin's unique artistry. Unlike many idols who shine solely in a group setting, Jimin has managed to carve out a solo identity that is distinct, emotionally resonant, and globally impactful. For ARMYs, the BreakTudo nomination is validation. It proves that their streaming, their voting, and their love are not in vain. It shows the world that Jimin is not just a Korean star, he's a world star. The international male artist category often features big names from Western pop, artists like Harry Styles, Justin Bieber, or The Weeknd. That Jimin is nominated alongside such names speaks volumes about his reach. It's also worth noting that Latin America has historically leaned towards English and Spanish language music. For a Korean language artist to break into that circle is a cultural milestone. Fans are now buzzing with one big question. Will Jimin attend the BreakTudo Awards in person? So far, HYBE has not confirmed any travel plans for the singer. Given BTS's packed schedules, especially with preparations underway for their long-awaited 2026 comeback, it's possible he might not be able to attend physically. Still, fans are hopeful. Even if he can't be there, they're expecting a heartfelt video message or, at the very least, a reaction on Weverse. Brazilian armies are not waiting for confirmation. They're already preparing support projects for Jimin. Streaming marathons of his solo songs, voting campaigns to secure his win, fan art exhibitions online celebrating his journey, and street billboards in Sao Paulo with messages like, "Brazil loves you, Jimin." For fans, supporting Jimin at BreakTudo isn't just about the award. It's about showing him that the love he gave to Brazil years ago is being returned tenfold. At the core of this nomination is something deeper than music charts and trophies. Jimin has become a symbol of perseverance, vulnerability, and strength. His artistry is not just about performance, it's about connection. For many fans, Jimin represents healing. His lyrics often explore themes of self-doubt, longing, and hope, emotions that resonate universally. That's why his nomination in Brazil feels so symbolic. It proves that even across oceans, hearts beat in sync with his. BTS has already confirmed a 2026 comeback album and world tour, which is expected to be one of the biggest events in music history. Jimin's solo nomination at BreakTudo shows that, while the group remains strong, the members are also carving out legacies as individuals. It means that when BTS reunites fully on stage, they'll be returning not just as a group, but as 7 global superstars who have each expanded their artistry. The BreakTudo Awards 2025 are set to take place in Sao Paulo later this year. Whether Jimin wins or not, his name on that stage will be celebrated like a victory. Armies are already preparing for the possibility of him winning. If he does, the reaction from fans will be explosive, not just in Brazil, but across the globe. But even if he doesn't, fans say they'll continue to celebrate. After all, the nomination itself has already made history. As the world watches, one thing is clear. Jimin's journey is far from over. From his beginnings as a young dancer from Busan to becoming a global nominee in Brazil, his story is proof of how music can break barriers and unite people. The BreakTudo Awards may hand out trophies, but for ARMY, Jimin has already won. He has their hearts, their voices, and their unwavering belief in his artistry. And in 2025, that might be the greatest award of all. The heartbeat of Latin America. When you think of Brazil, you think of passion. Passion in football, passion in music, passion in culture, and that same passion has flowed into the world of K-pop, where Brazilian fans have become some of the loudest and most dedicated supporters of BTS. From the first moment BTS set foot in Sao Paulo for their Love Yourself, Speak Yourself world tour in 2019, the energy of the crowd was unlike anything the group had ever seen. Thousands of voices echoed Korean lyrics with perfect precision, banners waved in unison, and Jimin himself broke down in emotion on stage as he absorbed the overwhelming love from fans. He said, through tears, "I didn't know I would feel this much love. You gave me a memory I will never forget." That moment, etched forever in ARMY memory, solidified Brazil as one of Jimin's emotional homes. Unlike Western award shows that often focus heavily on commercial success or industry politics, the BreakTudo Awards are fan-powered, inclusive, and global in spirit. Founded in 2017, the ceremony quickly rose to prominence because of its ability to recognize talent across borders. What makes BreakTudo especially meaningful is how it embraces diverse genres and communities, from Latin pop and reggaeton to K-pop, anime culture, and social media stars.
It's a stage where cultural exchange is not just welcomed, but celebrated. For Brazilian armies, having Jimin nominated here feels deeply personal. It's not just about seeing their idol on another global stage. It's about him being recognized in their cultural heartland by their people with their voices.